Guys, everyone is curious about my textile design portfolio. So, hi everyone, I Prerna is going to share my textile design portfolio. So, just have a look. So, this is my cover page which I made for the portfolio, and here I have shown a lot of prints with me, my illustration with the government prints made by me. Make sure that whatever prints you're using in your portfolio should be made by you. Okay, I've given a name to my portfolio as Lure. Lure means feeling, it's a French word, feelings of bright, shiny surfaces. Okay, then I've written by name Prerna Rustagi. Now, moving towards my next page of the portfolio, this wasn't a part of the textile design, but since it's a beginning, so I've given more powerful than the will to win is the courage to begin. Just it's whenever somebody sees your portfolio, it gives a feeling like what kind of a the person is and what he or she thoughts and things related to design. Okay, then moving towards me, I've written about myself, a short description, put it my photograph. Let's move forward now. Table of content. If I talk about table of content, anyone one of you would have just simply written this is surface design weaving 1 2 3, but I am telling you that nobody actually reads about whatever you have given the name to your content or whatever you are writing, because people are more focused on visuals, and all those visuals represent you and your authenticity of the work. Never use any print or any images from any other site. Make sure your portfolio should have everything of yours. Okay, so I have represented this, so it's giving me a true feeling that this is weaving, printing, this is some craft, so that even if the person don't read the words, they are able to think and visually understand the story behind your portfolio. Moving forward, then it's about surface designs. As I'm telling you that right now I'm working in one of the US company in a license office. You can also get and opportunity, like how you can better and get better job opportunities by having a nice portfolio. So since I'm going to tell you all the tips and tricks, so be engaged with me. Now this is my surface design project which I'm going to show you. So let's talk about surface design only. Like right now, I'm telling you about some prints with the embroidery which I've done. So this is my hand drawn prints. Each and every print I have drawn by myself. I have colored it. I have, beautifully placed all the motifs, Jacobin collection. And I've also written the Pantone chip over there on the right side. Now, since I've given some, whenever I would have directly put the collection image, yes, but I haven't put it. Why? Because I wanted to show the other person the process I followed. So these are the motive. This is the hard work behind the collection I have done. If I would have directly put this image, nobody would have imagined that this collection has been made from hand-drawn prints, isn't it? So that's the crazy about the designing and how you can be more emphasis about your portfolio, so that people should be little bit think like the person has done hard work. Nowadays, because of this AI and so many things are nowadays people usually copy from each other portfolio. So because of those reasons, never put directly the collection image. Little bit of process, it's just a simple advice you should always add. Now this is the collection image and surface work I have added. Like they can see the kind of embroidery. Don't put a small image of your collection, put a large image so that the other person can easily see your collection and understand that what kind of work you have done. Moving forward, like I have put sometimes one single pillow on a one single page actually really works. Why? Because you show like what kind of embroidery and technique. Sometimes what happens, being a surface designer, you can see the print embroidery, so much of thing is happening, so much of pillows in one image might get, the person might be distracted. So one image, sometimes a good nice image, you can put it onto one page. Now this is also a collection image. Here the second collection, I move towards the second collection, that is my Christmas collection. Okay, and make sure, guys, I'm a surface designer. I do home furnishing and apparel both. I do garments, so I'm going to show you fashion projects also. So just be engaged with me. Make sure you subscribe my channel, because I'm going to tell you more lot of stuff related to textile design, how you can be more perfect in terms of printing, how can be your creative about design theories and psychology. Moving forward, you can just see the Christmas collection which I made. So I showed the other person, the recruiter, like this. These are the things like embroidery and mood board I created. Moving forward, I created a pillow collection. Then these are not like digitally I have made them and I have mapped these pillows. You guys can also do it. You can also make the pillows and mapped it. These are not actually made. I have done the mapping and these are the mock-ups. So you can also show like that. Okay, you can show that you are so good in the digital work. Now, this is my third collection. Sometimes what happened, the visual representation of your portfolio actually matters. Don't use multiple fonts, don't use multiple colors. Simple colors presentation shows very authentic. Each and every motive should be made by you. Make sure. Like this collection is a coral collection which I made, and a lot of embroidery have been done, so I have shown this. Now this is also my pillow collection of a pillow visual collection, which you can see. Make sure you're putting the little bit of mood board, like on left hand side I have put the mood board, like and sketches, little bit of hand sketches from where I get the inspiration, and then I made this pillow, so that you can also explain that this I have done for the US market, this was the theme, and this is what the handwork and the back end, and then show the final product category. Similarly, I've done for the harvest also. Look at the mood board, the kind of mood board I have made, and this is not something which I've done digitally. This I have done on like physically I have done with my own hands. I have put all the cutouts and everything, and then I have clicked a photograph and put it into my portfolio. Some kind of these things also increase curiosity among the person who is viewing your portfolio. Now this is my surface design. Since I already told you that as a software designer I do fashion and home furnishing, both the projects. So I've shown you the home furnishing ones. Now I'm showing you the fashion design one, that is about my garments. Like I created couture sari representation, and I done a lot of sketches, then I done a lot of presentations. So you can see the way I have visually represent the whole thing, and then how I'm showing on. See, when I say that you need to show the process, you don't need to take a lot of your portfolio pages in just showing the process. Simply putting 5 to 10 images, 10 to 15 images, like five, like more, not more than five, I would say 5 images are more than enough to put it on a one page to present a simple process. Like I put it some images like to show the authenticity, that's all. And then you can show this kind of the images. Put nice images. I always say that in a portfolio, don't put bad images, put nice images of your final product. See, it doesn't mean that you need to have a very high quality camera. You can click photograph with your mobile phone. Just you should have a visual concept, like from where you are focusing on the light, is the image blur or not, because when you put it on your portfolio, even if you give for printing, the quality of the images should be little high, so that the other person is looking at your images should feel very like, wow, what kind of project you have done, this is so amazing. I told you that that's why I got an opportunity in US company, like one of the biggest company. And if you wanted to know in which company I'm working right now, you can just comment down in the like comment on the video. I'm going to tell you the company also. I'm going to tell you more things also, how you can improve in your portfolio. You can just share your portfolio with me if you want to. Like moving forward, this is again, whenever you put any collection, put the name of your portfolio. I've given the name like phases of life. I put a lot of work over there, and then I'm going to show the garment, like this is a kids wear. Even if these are the kids wear, and I'm telling you that this is one of my initial project which I've done everything on my own. But and the images were also not of high quality, but I did the editing so finely. Look at the editing I have done. I have done the editing, like this is a and this is one of the project in which I was not having a basic sense of how to click a photograph, but I was very good in the photo editing process. So I created this project. So here my surface design projects gets over, guys. So here my surface design projects gets over. But it's not get over. I'm going to tell you that my print design process is after there, and which is very, very amazing. Like once you have a look to my print design project, you will just stop thinking the way actually you think about design and how the psychology of colors design works. So if you wanted to see my print design portfolio, comment down. I'm going to share you the next video will be all about the print design portfolio. I'm going to tell you also what things you must add as a print designer in your portfolio. So bye bye guys, take care.